Your face is not an effective weapon, contrary to the way you've been watching me play up to this point. Anyway, wooden boomerang. Hello, welcome to episode 2 of the Legend of Zelda walkthrough for Quest 2. We're going to continue picking up some items this time around. I'm going to shorten the amount of time it takes to just walk across the overworld. Like, I'm going to walk to the first location that we're going to, and then I'm going to just skip to the remaining ones so that you don't see me walking across the overworld. I think that'll be a little bit faster. And hopefully I won't die on the way there. I can't believe I died to a bat in the last episode. Of all the things that could possibly kill me. A bat. A bat. Oh. Maybe it's because I'm calling them bats and keys. They got angry and super aggressive. I don't know. Anyway, first, right here, the first item we're going to look for. I told you there's a rupee here, but you couldn't get it by burning the bush. You have to come here and play the flute. Yep, this guy should give us 30 rupees. Alright, I will see you guys again over at the bomb shop on the coast. Alrighty, this is a place where we bought the bombs, and we're going to go one screen over. And once again, blow the whistle. And here we go, more free money. Alright, now, I'm gonna get shot. I'm going to meet you guys up there in the desert. Alrighty, we're just passing that level 8 potion shop from Quest 1 and going into the desert. You want to walk over here on this screen and, once again, blow the flute. And you'll make this little hole appear. And this is where you get your second free heart container sitting out there on the overworld map. Now this is not all for the secrets that can be found right here inside this desert. Go up a screen and right a screen and blow the whistle again. And a lever appears. And then more free money. Still a secret there, everybody. I'm going to meet you guys over where Dungeon 6 was in Quest 1. Alrighty, this is the location for Dungeon 6 in the first quest. Once you have the magical shield, these guys aren't mega dangerous. Unless you're clumsy like me and face the opposite direction when they're shooting at you. Anyway, we're going in here. If any of you guys are veterans of the second quest and was watching the first video, you may have noticed I skipped this location when I was coming through. That was because I wanted to use it right there as a gathering point because we're going to be going up here in the mountains. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Well, that didn't go well. Anyway, I was using it as a location that people might know about that's watched the first couple of videos. Don't like this. Okay. This area is filled with dangerous enemies that are constantly trying to kill me. Gauntlet of horribleness is what that was. Rocks. Don't kill me, rocks. Anyway, you need to come... Nah! Anyway, come over here and blow the whistle. And get in that hole before they try to kill you. And you get another heart container. Alrighty. Now we're gonna go back the way we came. Actually, I need some health. Give me some health, guy. That's not health. We're gonna go pick up some more rupees. We're gonna pick up the letter. I'm gonna get killed by a rock. Okay. The rocks go and then continue walking. You can fight your way through that little Lionel run right there. I wonder if there's something in here I could use. No, there's nothing in there I need. I don't recommend trying to fight your way through Lionels at this point because, especially if you have the same amount of life that I have right here, they can and probably will one-shot you. No, this is a bomb one, I believe. I need bombs. Run over here. That was close. That was close. That was too close. Put a bomb right there. It's a secret to everybody. More free money. Now that will net us enough money to buy the blue ring. From there, we're going to go over here. I think it's over here. No, don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Okay. I need to get the whistle out, because I don't think this is going to end well. I think it's in this screen. No, of course it's not in this screen. I need to go up. They're blocking my ladders. This ain't cool. This ain't cool, Lionel. Okay. I can't dodge a rock. I can't dodge a rock. It's always so dangerous up here. There we go. A little bit of silence. I'm gonna call that concentration silence. You want to go all the way over here to the corner and then go down. This is the only way to get to this area, hidden back up here in the mountains. And for some reason, I think it's either the flute or it might be just, yeah, just push the rock. No, don't kill me. I'm gonna kill that guy and get a heart. Push this rock and jump in that hole. This is where the old man moved for the letter, obviously, as you can see right there. Why he moved all the way over here to the pits of hell is beyond me. Why would anyone move there? I'm going to meet you guys back over where we got the white sword. Alrighty, here we are back at the place where we got the white sword in Quest 1, and it just happens to be the exact same place in Quest 2. They did move the magical sword though. When it's time to get that, I will be doing that. I'm going to meet you over at the place in the top right hand corner of the map where we got 100 rupees in Quest 1. Alright, here we are one screen below. One screen below where we got the blue candle and the letter in the first quest. I'm trying to build up a couple more hearts, but it's not working because nobody wants to drop anything. Over here in the first quest, there's a guy who gave you 100 rupees. In the second quest, this is where the blue ring shop has moved. Way out of the way. All the way up here. So now, I will meet you guys over at Dungeon 1, which is in the same place it was in the last quest. Alright, here we are walking across the bridge over here to the Great Deku Tree. And walking in the rocks, but yeah, Great Deku Tree. Come on, Big Dead Tree, Dungeon 1. Yeah. Okay, first thing we do when we walk in here is go over here and kill all the orange Goria in this room to earn ourselves the wooden boomerang. Fighting them is kind of tricky when they get up there in the corners or if you just walk into their face. Your face is not an effective weapon, contrary to the way you've been watching me play up to this point. Anyway, wooden boomerang, and then we're going to go up a room if I can find the big doorway and kill more of these guys for a key in this room. I am doing horribly. I am taking horrible damage. Alright. Stalfos aren't that difficult. Except that, as you can see, these Stalfos shoot magical beam swords at you, which do a lot of damage if they hit you. A lot of the enemies have been upgraded for Quest 2 in the amount of damage that they can dish out. We don't really need to kill anybody in this room. but I need to go up and then over one. This is just I was going to say it's a simple room where you shouldn't take any damage. And then I'll walk into the easiest enemy in the game. Dodongo in here, just blow him up. Or miss. I don't have that many bombs, Dodongo. Now you need to do that so you can get into this room. Because the map's in here, but you have to get it from the top. We don't have the ladder yet. And you should probably have the boomerang before you attempt this room. Because these bats will murder your face off if you don't. The bats aren't the dangerous part of that room. The fact that you have to stay on the bottom row, you trigger those blade traps, is the dangerous part of that room. And if you can't kill them from a distance, they will bump into you, knock you into the blade traps, and thus your face is ended. Anyway, we're going back down past the Stalfos room. And this is, a lot of the dungeons in Quest 2 require you to have bombs to even, whoa, complete the dungeon. Fireballs. But the first couple of dungeons aren't all that difficult. They get a lot harder. But then the numbers on the dungeon levels don't adequately portray how dangerous the dungeon is. Because you would think that Dungeon 2 wouldn't be as dangerous as, say, Dungeon 7, but that's not the case in the second quest. One of the really interesting things about The Legend of Zelda, the first one here, is that it has kind of a dynamic difficulty. Bubbles and Wall Masters. Wonderful combination. But yeah, it has kind of a dynamic difficulty level on it, where you can make the game easier or harder based on what order you choose to do the dungeons in and which items you choose to pick up. Yeah, let me in there. Aquamentus is still the first boss here, so nothing too terribly threatening with him. But anyway, the difficulty level, it jumps dramatically depending on which dungeons you choose to do and which order you choose to do them in. There are new enemies, there are new enemy mixes, there are new NPCs and new enemy placements. But the big tell for the difficulty here is what you want to pick up, because all the items are not needed to complete the game. And what you want to do, basically. Like, you don't have to do Dungeon 1 first, for example, as I did half of Dungeon 2. And we're actually heading back over there to Dungeon 2 to do the other half right now. So I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty, here we are at Dungeon 2. And, whoop, I'm pushing the wrong armors. You may have noticed the first time that I went in here, but I don't know how you couldn't have noticed, is that I skipped half of this dungeon. I did that for a reason. The boss of this dungeon is Gleeok, and I don't like to fight Gleeok on my best days. He is one of the hardest bosses for me personally to defeat. I definitely don't want to face off against him with no armor and a wooden shield, a wooden sword. Yeah, wrong game for the wooden shield. But then you probably also noticed that I didn't fight a manhandler that was all the way up here in the top room. That guy actually has a key that I'm going to pick up right now. And I didn't fight him for the same reason I didn't fight Gleeok the first time through here. A lot of these enemies are difficult and they do a fair amount of damage. And if you don't have armor going in here, like a lot of the expert players can do it. If I wasn't talking while playing and doing all this stuff at the same time, I could probably do it. The fact that I am talking and playing, and yeah, no, I would definitely get killed. I mean, I got killed by a bat in this dungeon because I was trying to explain the second player's screen save. walk into my bomb, please? Manhandler, you are making me angry. You were gonna kill me. See, I have protection, pretty much, and I almost bit the bullet in that fight. Whoa, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do the second player thing by pulling up the menu and pressing up and A on the second controller and warping back to the beginning of the dungeon, because that actually gives me more hearts than what I had and takes me a little bit closer to what I'm aiming to do. Hopefully with all these Gibdos up here at the same spot, I can kill them pretty quick and they'll give me life. Give me life. Or they won't give me anything and just, you know, try to stab me in the face with, you know. Dark nuts. You have to kill the dark nuts in this room to get the compass. Thankfully, orange dark nuts aren't as dangerous as the blue ones, but they are still pretty deadly, as they can quickly murder your face off, just like you saw right there. And I don't have any bombs. Alright, here we are back in the dark nut room, after collecting the compass and realizing I didn't have any bombs. Go up here, and accidentally walk back through the bombed wall. Kill all the enemies in this room and you can earn yourself a key. And it is fairly important to pick up as many keys as you can early on in Quest 2. Because like pretty much everything here, one of the ways they increase the difficulty is... Oh, Bach, Paul's voice. At this point you won't have arrows. Even if you did buy the arrows from the shop, you won't have means to actually shoot them. And you may have noticed about Pole's voices that they don't have knockback. So, it's not all that easy to actually kill those guys. Anyway, we want to be collecting bombs in the... Oops, and not wasting them in the first quest. Because, like everything, bombs are... not bombs, keys. Keys are scarce. So, getting as many keys as you can is helpful. I've never actually counted the keys needed in this second quest to actually complete a lot of the dungeons. I know there's enough keys available if you do the dungeons in their proper order. Anyway, Gleok. But if you start skipping around a lot like I am, come on, kill him, kill him! Okay, if you start skipping around in dungeons like the way I am, you can easily find yourself in a position where you don't have enough keys to complete the dungeon. So, I've done a preliminary count, and I think I'm good with this particular path. But we shall see if I indeed have to go somewhere else and get a key. Alright, at the exact same screen where we left off in the last episode, I'm going to be leaving off this time. In the next episode, we are going to be taking on dungeon number 3. I'll see you then.